Hello from the Belize Wildlife and Referral Clinic. I am very excited to give you a brief summary of some of our annual highlights as were presented at our Gala auction already on the 1st of November this year. And you already see some of our highlight patients here from the albino koali, baby monkey, baby tapir. And I am going to give you very quickly some patient stories, some highlights, a lot of gratitude to all of our sponsors, funders, supporters, team, volunteers, and callers. Yeah, I'm going to remove my picture here. There is an angry wild cat, an awesome story. Not the beginning. She was hit by a car. She had a broken leg and severe head trauma at first, but a big time thanks to the rescuers who reached out to us through Reimers, and this cat made a full recovery and returned to the wild. And let me move that out. So a big thank you to the San Ignacio Resort Hotel, who have been a conservation partner since our inception. They've been big time supporters, business sponsors, as well as Gala sponsors. And for many years, our most commonly seen species have been green iguanas. Grace has been an incredible patient to see for a lifetime in a career. Very special. Big time thanks to the caller without whom this animal would not have survived. She was an orphan. Big time thanks to the rescuer being Craig and the team. And last but not least, also to the Nature Trust of the Americas, who has been a sponsor for the Belize Wildlife and Referral Clinic since 2020. And there she is in all of her cuteness, and she can now be seen at the Belize Zoo. Next patient example here, Elena, a very special howler monkey. It took us about a week to finally catch her. She had a very severe wound on her back, which I strongly suspected to be screwworm, but no screwworms were found in her wound. I could see her spine, her entire scapula exposed, and she made a full recovery and is now in rehab at Wild Tracks. And this is pictures of Georgie, the howler monkey from Georgeville, rescued by ours truly, Max, and with severe screwworm wounds on his leg, but also bite injuries on his face, as you can see here. And he was the first confirmed newborn screwworm case for wildlife. He came in critical condition, did not want to eat until he met Elena, who had arrived a few days before him, and perked him up and made him eat. And here he is a bit on in treatment, and his treatment continues. He has a very long road to recovery. On this channel and these lives, we've talked a lot about New World screwworm, so please go check out those videos. You can also find them on our YouTube channel, and know to be aware and check your animals daily and treat any wounds and call when in doubt. Another highlight, we had our first foster opossum who got almost killed by a dog, and two of her babies survived, but then she raised two more batches of babies of opossum mamas who were indeed killed. First for me in my career. Next example here being Porky, who was absolutely critical, close to death on intake and made a full release. Thanks to Miss Elise, who rescued this baby armadillo from dogs. Big time thanks again to the rescuers for this baby fox, who is now given sanctuary at the Belize Zoo. Is cut off. So my favorite always highlight field work with hickeys and macaws. We accounted for 297 Hickeys seen for bee free in the field this year, and for FCD, a record number of 37 scarlet macaws who have all fledged into the chickie ball flying free. Quick reminder, zoonosis, not new to you here on this channel, and why coati shouldn't be pets. They are, of course, protected by law, but they're also disease carriers. And this was one of our cases this year. You see he has hair loss on his face and some scabs forming. So he had this contagious sarcoptic mange, which gives humans an extremely itchy rash, scabies. So yeah, they're born to be wild in large social groups out in the forest. Most important for us, the team, um, and food that we share as often as possible. So quickly going through the team here, Aisha giving an injection, Deb in the middle, hard at work and planting, Aurora working the hotline and the ambassador program. And then we had 2 staff anniversaries to celebrate 10 years for both Godwin and Melissa. Big time congratulations once again, and thank you. And then we had new staff to welcome. Welcome, Max. You are hearing more about Max and highlights right here and now. And we had a few visiting vets, like here shown Dr. Anina from Switzerland. One more time, congratulations, highlight for the year. Master of Science Gian Vasquez is currently back home in Belize. And as always, thanks to our volunteers, volunteer extraordinaire Craig, another visiting vet, Dr. Ruth, Jen doing a turtle release here for us, Yahaira, who is now studying in Taiwan currently. Shout out to the scouts who came and volunteered and did some training. Of course, we saw sad cases, many of them. That's not what we're focusing on here in our highlights right now, but we do want to mention the high number of road traffic accidents. You know that traffic safety is an increasing topic for us, and there were 7 documented Jaguar fatalities due to road traffic accidents. This one was a case where this Jaguar was also shot prior, and we also saw, as always, a lot of dog attacks. But focusing on the good sides, we did see releases. More than before. We had 194 intakes to end October in 65 different species. 46 patients were released by our team already. 36 were transferred to partner organizations like Wild Treks, the Zoo, Green Iguana Project, and more. 30 scarlet macaws went through the lab and to release from there in situ, and 78 Hickory turtles were tracked and to release. We hosted our first Maya Mountain Ultra Challenge for fundraising, 4 days, 220 kilometers with full challengers, a relay option. And yeah, once more, thanks to all sponsors. We will do it again. At this point, it's quite likely that it will be 2027 because it was indeed an ultra challenge. And awesome. And thanks to Miley, our volunteer masseuse for the event pictured here. Biggest news, we broke ground after years and years. We have a project manager and a contractor, and we have started building. Of course, we still need a lot more help. So we are at 85% and continue fundraising. And you will see on our social media multiple flyers and so on shared. We hope maybe you can help us share this with people who may be able to help us turn the lights on in our new buildings, for example. So here's a site plan real quick for the site under construction. We have started with the education building and the caretakers building. Oops, that jumped. The cages here in the bottom right corner are already there, and these 2 ponds have been there for a couple of years already. And this big building is in the planning at this point. Note that this plan is not to scale. So thank you to all of you for your interest, and thank you to all of our sponsors from Nature Trust of the Americas, Turtle Survival Alliance, and the Holtzman Foundation for the construction, as well as many, many, many business supporters locally, donors, and grantors. A big shout out to Belize Diesel and Toyota Belize for keeping our vehicles on the road. And a grand total for charitable services tracked to 2024 was now $686,119 with 25 cents. And that is the veterinary services. That does not include our outreach programs that are grant funded. And we accounted for 6,170 patients. So a little bit of the bigger picture over the years, but truly the biggest impact, probably the Wildlife Ambassador Program. We're very excited to have our first Wildlife Hero Awards. Once more, congratulations to all nominees and winners, as well as to all trainees and participants of this year. So that being said, join us. There's more free training. It's also available online, and we always need volunteers at the clinic. And thank you for being here with us, not tonight, but this afternoon for the live. And thank you.